breaking nudes, or sort of. Anyway,
So it's another day that ends in Y.
Another lawsuit for Disney. So a class action lawsuit for alleged labor violations at hotels. Wow. Hotel
Ooh.
maintenance workers claim that the entertainment giant Disney systematically underpaid them while forcing them to bring in their own tools without proper compensation. That's some scummy stuff from Disney. That really is. So Disney's
Wow.
been sued for allegedly underpaying maintenance workers at its Southern California hotels near its sprawling theme park, on top of a host of other alleged violations of labor laws. So the lawsuit, filed in Orange County Superior Court on Thursday, today, claims workers were forced to pay for their own tools while not being paid the required double minimum wage and correct overtime rate. The proposed class action seeks at least $1 million in back pay. That's not that much, to be fair. The complaint was filed amid a growing cost of living and poverty crisis. Blah 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 blah. I mean, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? That's pretty crazy. According to the complaint filed against Disney. Oh, my mouth's doing that stupid thing again.
It's a class action too.
So according to the complaint filed against it, oh my god, filed against Disney, the entertainment giant also failed to provide workers the proper rest and meal periods. So they're just, you'll be our slave now, as well as accurate wage statements to ensure that they're actually being paid correctly in a willful and deliberate manner. Well, we know about that because they did that with royalties. They actually have a massive habit of doing that with other people and royalties. They don't break it down. They don't share it properly. The proposed class action was filed by assistant maintenance engineer Charlie Torres and seeks to represent a group of more than 115 current and former workers. Mr. Torres and so many others are told to cover the expenses of tools used on behalf of Disney, who flouts the law and refuses to pay its workers what they're due. Disney is a massive company. They know the law. Wow. Well, there you go.
Amazing stuff. I mean, the gifts just keep on coming, don't they? I mean, it's like unbelievable because it's not normal for a big corporation to be involved in this many lawsuits. A couple of lawsuits at any given time, sure, nothing unusual about that. This is not normal because every single week there's a new Disney lawsuit of some kind. I mean, as Culture said before, you can practically set your clock by it. Like, okay, it's Thursday, so we should be getting the second lawsuit of the week now. First one should come around Tuesday or Wednesday. And that's how it's been the past few months here. And I'm not even joking.
It's been nuts. I mean, Andre, how many videos have we done? I mean, it's like...
Well, and we're even being selective. We don't even do a video on every single lawsuit. I mean, we'd be the Disney Channel if we did. I'll leave that to the YouTube.
True story. It's wild, and it's not, and look, it's not hyperbole that we're, I mean, what Andre's saying is true. We inside of a 30-day period, I think we had 4 to 6 lawsuits.
Yeah, we did.
It was insane. I'm without words. They should be ashamed of themselves, specifically when it comes to the employee part of this, because their employees basically make everything in their park system work.
It's just real scummy, isn't it? Always pay people. Always pay people. Like, it needs to be done. You sign a contract, adhere to it. Never mess with people's money, is the saying, I always think. This is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
But also not unbelievable because it's Disney, which is a pretty worrying thing that the biggest movie studio in Hollywood, this is not a surprise. I think that's the most damning thing about this, is that this is terrible, but it's not a surprise, is it? No one's surprised to hear that this from Disney, but it should be a surprise. We should be shocked. We should be shocked and appalled and be like, oh my God, Disney did this? That's outrageous. But we're like, this is pretty normal. This is just Disney.
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
That's the normalization of it. We're like so desensitized that we think that, that's...
well, and it's not even new. Like, I mean, I don't know if I remember if I brought it up here before, but I mean, we had, the conversation with Alan Dean Foster where he was going through hell just to try and get his residuals for his books and stuff. And then I brought up Gary before, who worked on the Pirates of the Caribbean films, the older ones, and he couldn't even get his last paycheck.
That's unbelievable.
That apparently is something that Disney does.
Yeah,
They work for them for a
yeah,
long
regularly
time.
is they make
Their
it a
last paycheck, they're just going to withhold. You don't get it.
and they make it a pain in the ass to get it. So he finally just said fuck it and started taking pieces off the boat and took a bunch of fake doubloons.
That's brilliant.
He's like, I'll get my paycheck back through memorabilia then, basically.
Amazing.
I think the statute of limitations is way gone on that. So this would have been for like the second and third one. And then they shot them together.
Amazing. I mean, it's just like, it's just so, what a shame. What a shame that the biggest studio in the world, this is nothing to be surprised by. What a crap world we live in when, you know, the mass.
Well, I think it's obvious. The bigger the company, the worse they treat their employees, right? Because they have less people to answer to. There's more layers of bullshit you got to go through. I mean, yeah. And sometimes this is your only way of getting anything back is saying, to hell with it and doing it legally.
Yeah. It's very sad. Very sad. Not shocking, but I guess that's the shocking part, that it's not shocking, because it definitely should be shocking. And happening in California, Comifornia, of all places. Dear, oh dear.
Well, where else? I mean, all commie places are the places of double standards.
Yeah.
So if there's a place where I would expect that, it would be Comifornia.
It's very true. Very, very true. Now everyone's left Comifornia and is going to start turning bloody Republican states.
Yeah,
Democrat,
they're going to turn everything.
I'm going to vote for the same shit that ruined the place I was previously living in. Oh, yeah, good one. Yeah, arsehole. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anything else to add, guys, on this one?
I hope
they burn.
Well, they're working on it. I don't know that they need help.
Very true. Very true. Well, there you go. There you go. We got a super chat from Sci-Fi Quest for $1. Says a slow week would be one without a new Disney lawsuit. That's true.
Also true.
That is true. Talk about Disney so much, but they are the biggest studio. So
there's a reason for that. I mean, we wouldn't talk about them so much if they could just refrain from fucking up for a little while.
That'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if they don't want us to talk about them, well, run your business properly, and we won't.
There you go. A fan show.
Remember back in the day when we used to be known for being a nightmare to Sony because Andre had gone through was one of the only people to actually go through the emails.
Oh, all the Sony stuff leaks. Yeah.
We hardly ever mention Sony anymore.
Yeah, because they shaped up. There's no need to.
Yeah. But there's the thing. We all just want good entertainment at the end of the day. So, you know, we won't be talking about these things when it's good. We'll be praising it instead. So it'll be a different kind of angle. But
yeah, we do that. We don't do videos about it, but we do praise it in live streams and stuff like that, like right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of some praise, someone in the chat earlier said about and I mentioned briefly Shogun. You guys should all watch Shogun. It's very, very good. It's the best thing on TV at the moment. Strong recommendation. Shogun is epic. Hiroyuki Sanada is epic. You must all watch Shogun.
Okay, I will.
And Wargamer saying, have I watched the Fallout Prime series trailer? I did. It got copyright claimed. So it's going to be released at like 9:45 tonight, so in about an hour, because it's going to be the last video I released today. And because it's copyright claimed, I don't, it's not monetized. It's a completely demonetized video because of the copyright claim. So, I did a video on it at the moment it dropped. You'll see it. So, but yeah, I'm not releasing it yet. I'm trying to release in an hour. Just trying to wait for it to hopefully get its copyright claim removed, but it won't, and it'll just be released. It'll be a waste of my time, which is great. So never mind. Anyway, that about wraps it up, to be honest, guys. Bit of a short and a sweet one, to be fair. About an hour short.